Well, hello everyone. Hello girls. So it's time for an English video now that we are on English grammar. So let's get started, shall we? Today we're going to talk about teaching grammar, which is always something that we always get something hard to do. It's difficult, right? It's difficult to make people learn basic rules and well, how to form a right, correct idea, express the right message. Isn't that right? Well, let me tell you something. Because English, for native speakers, it's not a sound-based language. It's not based on sounds. As in Spanish, for example. You know, we got an accent. So, but in English, it's stress-based, which that means that it's important where you put the stress in the word so everybody can understand that. For example, we put the word, if a boy says Gasperi, we kind of figure out what it means, but the message is not very clear. So what if we say spaghetti? Anyway, we kind of get the message, but it's not right. So wherever you put the word spaghetti, that's a stress-based word. So English is like that. And let me tell you something. Native speakers, most of them, they don't know this. And let me tell you a secret. English is about collocation, which that means that whatever you put your idea, whatever you're saying, your sentence, your message, it's really confusing. So you actually do this in Spanish, though at least my wife does that. Let me give you an example. When we talk about grammar, we shall speak about the subject, the verb, the right subject, the right verb, if it's an action verb, an abstract verb, and the right complement or predicate, right? It's simple. We shall think like that. But native speakers, they don't do this. Why am I telling you this? So you can tell the students, when you're teaching grammar, why they have to do that. So they can speak right. They can send the right message and write when they start writing, so they can write correctly. So that could be understood. So let me give you the example. Doesn't have well. Imagine you're having a dinner, and my wife tells me, "Did you finish with that?" So it's like, what are you trying to say? For me, she's trying to say, "Can I have your potato?" You see? So English is like that. English is about collocation. That's why it's very difficult to understand a native speaker. So for us, BA English teachers like us, well, it's important to learn the rules about grammar. And everything is about if you are teaching EFL or ESL. Anyway, I recommend you to point this out so the students can learn and they can understand why they have to learn this grammar. For what? What's the reason? What's the purpose for? Anyway, as I mentioned, English is about collocation. It's a stress-based language, not sound-based. And as I did mention also, English speakers, native speakers, they don't use grammar. They don't use the right, correct grammar or the perfect grammar sentence. They're always using this collocation, linked or stressed words. So the message is really not clear. So that's why it's very difficult to understand a native English speaker. So what we're doing when we teach grammar, we learn about sentences, nouns, adjectives, verbs, abstracts, contracts, action. I mean, it's good. It's right. We need to know that. But we need to know for what. What's the purpose? What's the reason to do that? So we're really teaching our students something good. They must know grammar. They must know some parts of the grammar too. So a combination of both real English and grammar-based English, I would recommend that for you. Think about that. Put it in your life. Put it in your real life. What would you do? How would you do it? What kind of grammar are you going to teach? What kind of grammar are you learning, and for what? So that when you do this with other people, they at least have a clue. Finally, some good task for you when you were teaching grammar, English grammar. Do not point out very hard about what's a noun, what's a subject, what's a verb, pronouns, and sections of grammar, parts of grammar. Try to focus more on speaking. Let the students speak their way. Because remember, Spanish is a sound-based idiom, sound-based language. So they're gonna learn faster that way if they learn it by repeating, by speaking. They're gonna gain more confidence, and so then you can start with the writing part, which is grammar. So that's my point for today. It's really glad to have you back, and see you next time. Bye bye, girls.